Welcome to A Course in Miracles Essentials. I'm Auntie Patricia, and today we're studying workbook lesson number 101. God's will for me is perfect happiness. Today we continue with the theme of happiness. This is a key idea in understanding what salvation means. You still believe it asks for suffering as penance for your sins. This is not so. Yet you must think it is so while you believe that sin is real and that God's Son can sin. If sin is real, then punishment is appropriate and cannot be escaped, and salvation can only be purchased through suffering. If sin is real, then happiness must be illusion, for they cannot both be true. The sinful deserve only death and pain, and it is this they ask for they know it waits for them and will seek them out and find them somewhere, sometime, in some form that evens the account that they owe to God. They would not escape Him in their fear, and yet He will pursue, and they cannot escape. If sin is real, salvation must be pain. Pain is the cost of sin, and suffering can never be escaped if sin is real. Salvation must be feared, for it will kill, but slowly, taking everything away before it grants the welcome boon of death to victims who are little more than bones before salvation is appeased. Its wrath is boundless, merciless, but wholly just. All that people who believe in sin think is true. But who would seek out such savage punishment? Who would not flee salvation and attempt in every way he can to drown the voice which offers it to him? Why would he try to listen and accept its offering? If sin is real, its offering is death, and meted out in cruel form to match the vicious wishes in which sin is born. If sin is real, salvation has become your bitter enemy, the curse of God upon you who have crucified His Son. You need the practice periods today. These exercises teach sin is not real, and all that you believe must come from sin will never happen, for it has no cause. Accept atonement, at-one-ment, with an open mind, for it cherishes no lingering belief that you have made a devil of God's Son. There is no sin. We practice with this thought as often as we can today, because it is the basis for today's idea. God's will for you is perfect happiness, because there is no sin, and suffering is causeless. Joy is just, and pain is only the sign that you have misunderstood yourself. Fear not the will of God, but turn to it, the will of God, in confidence that it will set you free from all the consequences sin has wrought in feverish imagination. Say this: God's will for me is perfect happiness. There is no sin It has no consequence. So should you start your practice periods, and then attempt again to find the joy these thoughts will introduce into your mind. Give these 5 minutes gladly to remove the heavy load you lay upon yourself with the insane idea that sin is real. Today, escape from madness. You are set on freedom's road, and now today's idea brings wings to speed you on and hope to go still faster to the waiting goal of peace. There is no sin. Remember this often today, and tell yourself, as often as you can, God's will for me is perfect happiness. This is the truth, because there is no sin. What a freeing lesson. Thank you for coming today, and please come back tomorrow for lesson number 102.